still dark outside. Good morning. I am so glad that you are watching this video because this is one that you really need to watch to help you get on with your day. And as you can see, I just woke up. I'm sure you can tell my features are still a little bit swollen, but I'm here. And I just want to share with you 5 tips that I use to stay up, and just basically how I approach waking up early and what has made me be able to remain consistent in that very hard, sometimes religious practice that I do. Yeah, so first of all, the first thing that I do when I wake up is open the curtains. It doesn't really help that much because it's still dark, pretty dark out, as you guys saw, since it's 5 in the morning. But opening the curtains, that sound of the railing going, it also helps to wake me up. It's like an alarm almost. And then I open the windows, let some fresh air in, and then I fix my bed. That's the most important part of waking up that I need to ensure I do, otherwise I'm most likely gonna go back to sleep. And sure, yeah, I could make my bed and still go back to sleep anyway, but the chances of me going back to sleep after making my bed are much lower. So I need to moisturize my lips, sorry. Okay, and then after that I like to have my water. I keep water with me that I fill at night. I fill a bottle of water at night and I keep it with me so I can drink it in the morning. That really helps to get me going. It wakes me up. Some people like to drink ice cold water. I don't like the shock. Room temperature water is good enough for me. Yeah, and sometimes I also have a cup of tea. Depends on what it is I have to do. So this is the theory behind how I am able to, there's my plant at the back, say hi. Okay, this is a theory behind how I'm able to wake up at 5. That helped me wake up early, even if it's not 5, even if it's just earlier, even if that's 7 a.m, even if that's 8 a.m, maybe some of you can be 6 a.m, or even earlier, 4 a.m. I'm not saying that this is to wake up at 5 only. You can wake up at whatever time you want, baby girl or baby boy. Okay, so the first reason that I like to keep in mind when I want to wake up is, why do you want to wake up early? And that's our W. Why? If you find the reason for why you want to wake up early, it's often easier for you to actually wake up early. And if you find yourself not having a reason, then find a reason. I, for example, like to wake up early because I find that in the morning I have time to myself. It's me time. It's quiet in the morning. The birds in the background, I don't know if you can hear them, but they're beautiful. They sound really good. And that really motivates me to want to wake up early because the quiet downtime that I get is, it's not what I can get at any other time of the day. Yeah, everything is just quiet outside and it's peaceful. And the second point that I would like you guys to think about when you're trying to wake up early is what can hold you accountable. And our word here is accountability to waking up early. I, for example, have a 6 a.m. class. yeah, I question myself sometimes why. Luckily at my res, they open the gyms, so I booked the earliest slot, which is 6 a.m. that I have to join, and it ends at 7:30, so 1.5 hour slot. That's not the point. The point is it's at 6 a.m. and since there's a limited number of people because of this very sad time in our lives, I have to ensure I make that slot because there will be no other time for me to gym. And I really love gymming, so that really amps me up and really helps me to ensure I actually wake up. I have a 6 a.m. class, I have to go. And since I like to have my devotion in the morning and the me time in the morning as well, I often wake up much earlier before that so that I can wake up properly and not be in a hurry or a rush or feel like I didn't tie my shoelaces in a trip and I fall. Okay, what can inspire you to wake up early? Yeah, so what inspires me to wake up early is the many YouTube videos that I've watched about how waking up early makes you more productive. And another thing is I'm a really big baker. I really like to bake and I like to make nice things. I just like to eat nice things. I like nice things, period. So what I'll do is oftentimes I would make something that I really enjoy. For example, the other day I made really delicious coconut scones. They were mouth-watering, soft. And what I like to do usually is I like to reward myself with whatever it is that I made, whatever special treat that I would have made or bought, usually made, but or bought the next morning. So usually I prefer to have my desserts and treats after dinner, or sometimes as a snack while I'm studying. But if I do wake up early, I like to reward myself with having it after breakfast as well. Not just after breakfast, as well. So after breakfast and after dinner. Yeah. Or sometimes if I'm feeling even more generous, I can even have that snack, that lovely treat for breakfast. Yes, daredevil aren't we? And my fourth point for you guys is to keep on trying. Do not stop. I know it gets hard. I know that maybe you can skip a day. I mean, I don't wake up at 5 every single day. I like to wake up at 5 generally majority of the days that I'm alive. I think we forget, and we need to realize how our bodies are these wonderful, beautiful machines that adjust and change and adapt accordingly, and they can do that. So it will take time for your body to get used to waking up early, especially if you're usually waking up really late, but you'll get there eventually. At first it'll be really hard. It'll be very hard, but you'll get there eventually. You shouldn't stop. Keep on trying. Keep on trying. And then my last point to you guys is an exclamation mark, just because it didn't really match the cool initialism that I started. I don't know if you realize, but WYA, accountability, I, inspire, and then KK, keep on trying. So that makes wake, and that was something cool that I was trying to go with here, and the exclamation mark doesn't, so I just put an exclamation mark, okay? And the exclamation mark is just go, do it. It's like a release of energy. Just, it's supposed to represent the manifestation of all of these things, basically. All of these steps, it's like the energy, the I can't explain it, but that's what the exclamation mark means. It's just go for it. Do you see, if I said just go for it, it was going to be wicked. Or I could have said the J is silent. This is backed by science, guys. For those of you that are science fanatics and don't want to listen to Wahlale's words of wisdom, then I'll tell you, I'll have you know that statistics show that those who wake up early are generally more proactive and productive. And that discipline also that they develop also ends up translating to other facets of their lives as well. And it doesn't just remain limited in you're disciplined with waking up. It ends up becoming you're disciplined with your work, you're disciplined with being on time, you're conscientious. It really helps develop trait, which is a very valuable trait in life in general. Yeah, waking up in general sets the tone for the rest of your day, or at least that's what I'd like to believe. And if you do it right, then you can at least have that part of the day in your pocket already, and if anything goes wrong, at least you'll have that many more hours to correct them, because waking up early extends your day. It gives you more time in the day to do whatever it is that you need to do, whatever things that you need to stress about. You have as much time that you need to stress about them if you need to stress. But oftentimes you find out that you don't need to stress, because you don't wake up in a panic. You wake up, you have time to do whatever it is you need to do. You have time to breathe, you have time to meditate, you have time to center your mind. And yeah, and I really hope that these tips really help you. I'm actually on my way to the gym now. The sun is out finally. I've got my tackies and my tights on, ready to go to the gym.